Gareth and Jay, can I invite you to give some of your reflections on the morning? It was a full program. Where were, in your eyes, the big themes we learned about today? Maybe keep it to a minute or so. I won't be too strict. Promise. Gareth, would you like to go first?
Okay, I'll try it. A minute. It's just like so many amazing ideas. I'm finding it a bit overwhelming at the moment. I think there's a challenge for us all here, which is like there's so many ideas, and it's sometimes we've got to be really clear and really laser focused. Sometimes we've got to be broad. I think we need bigger movements. I mean, the simple partnership which we've done with CoLab and in Torbay and Essence, I think is a great example. We need bigger movements across the cooperative, community business, food, transition. I think that collectively as a movement, all that comes together, and we have some power and some kind of voice and influence. I think then we need to exercise that through councils, LEPs, national government. I think it's deeply political here that we've got to get all major parties involved. And I think it's a challenge. But as someone said in my group earlier on, there's a myth about it being hard. We can do it. We've just got to kind of get the words and the concepts right and get them out there. But also, just one final thing, just is, as we've seen, where social enterprise and voluntary sector infrastructure is strong, civil society is strong. We see it across the country, and we have good engagement with these things, and we get things moving in places like Barcelona and Plymouth and Scotland. So it can happen. We've got good examples. Let's build on that, work together.
Thank you, Gareth. Jay?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's clear that we need to build a movement. Absolutely clear, in order to help people within councils create the policy they need to create. And I think we saw in the beginning of the day that there is I'm just going to name it. There's a huge gulf between what most of us know need to happen and the kind of policy that's being driven by central government and, unfortunately, the local enterprise partnership. There's an absolute gulf. So how can we make the change? Well, it's going to come from us, or we're going to be sorry. We have there's an urgency to getting things done, and so the more we join together in events like this, the better. So that was really inspiring to me today to hear how many people also saw that, yes, it's not a mystery what we need to do. The hard part is joining together so that we can influence the policy. So if any of you are involved in a local or district or county council, one of the things that sprung from the Regenerate Devon Summit is an informal local government network. So this is officers and councilors who want to get support in this kind of movement building, or this kind of economics or policy. I think the other big thing that came out from today is language. So finding the right language to have the right kinds of conversations with people. And yeah, those are my big takeaways.
Great. Well, thank you. Yeah, I would just add that in some ways, I've heard many versions of the same thing, in my eyes at least, today, that economics and economic policy has to up their game in serving the actual continuation of life, of people and of planet. And that GDP and all the myths that it has spun around what prosperity actually is just has to take a back seat. And that's my personal pledge. And I will connect from human to human wherever they are and wherever they are currently believing in. Like, we need to get on the same page. It's about the continuation of life and more that the thriving of life, which is people and planet. So that's my take out of today. Extra renewed energy with new faces, new connections. And I will just want to say that on behalf of the Social Enterprise Networks, the Regenerate community and the Simple Partnership, many, many thanks for your participation today. It seems like you might be walking away with new insights, some knowledge and understanding, but I really, most importantly, hope newer and deeper connections with peers and collaborators. So many thanks in advance for bringing your ideas into your work within councils and other organizations. We're here to support you, and we will follow up with an email shortly. All that is left for me to say is have a fabulous and glorious day, and be in touch soon.
Thanks,
Take care,
Daphne.
all.
Thank
Brilliant.
you.
Well done, Daphne. Well done,
Yeah,
everyone.
well
Great to
done.
see you all.
See
Brilliant.
you.
Thank you.
Everyone,
Bye.
thanks.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
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 Thanks, everyone.
Bye.